Hey guys, my name's Caleb Queen, and have you ever played disc golf before? Yes, no, maybe. If you haven't, there's a bunch of disc golf courses in the area within a 30-minute drive from Caldwell in particular. There's one in Morganton, Mountain View, Hickory, Sawmills. I've been playing for about 3 years now, on and off. I've learned a bunch of tips and tricks for each other to spread out to you guys. And in my opinion, I think the best starting course, if you haven't ever played or if you're looking for a good spot to play, is here in Sawmills. It's an 18-hole course. It's not too long. It's got some fun holes. It's got a long hole. Now, there's many different ways to throw a disc. You got your drivers, you got your putters, you got your mid-ranges. There's a bunch of different styles of discs. Now, moving on to what the speech is about. Today's speech is on how to properly throw a disc driving using the flick technique. Now, flick technique, here's the disc right here. This is my driver. Flick technique is when you're holding it like this instead of like a normal disc where you throw it like this. It's like this. You flick it with your hand. Now, there's going to be 3 parts to today's speech. The first step is on your stance and how to properly hold a stance to be able to keep your chest up and get the most power out of your throw. The next step is how to properly hold a disc. Now, the reason why we're going to go over how to hold a disc is you don't want to be slipping and sliding. I've had people how to throw a disc and that slipped out of their hands, all right? Now, the last step is how to properly throw and release a disc. All right, we're going to go through these 3 steps today, and I'm going to show you and demonstrate exactly how to, and at the end, I'm going to show you how to throw a disc. I'm going to demonstrate it for you, all right? Now, first step, for today's first step of the speech, you're going to want to stand and get your feet shoulder width apart, okay? Now, you're going to bend at the knees a little bit, give a little bend at your waist, okay? Now, you're going to look straight forwards, keeping your chest up, your head up with your eyes. You're going to look exactly what you're throwing at, okay? Now, when you do this, you don't want to be slouching over. You want to keep your chest up. Good. That's where most of your power is going to come from, okay? So, moving on, now that we know how to properly hold a stance here, we're going to learn how to hold a disc properly. Step forwards here, show you guys. Now, take a finger gun. You're going to take it, you're going to push down tightly on the side of this disc. Right here, this little groove. Pressing down tight, I have a firm grip. Now your thumb is going to go on top, press down tightly. Now when you're holding your disc in your stance, where your feet are shoulder width apart, you're bent at the knees, a little bit at the waist, keeping your chest up, head up. You're going to hold it about mid-torso. That's where you're going to want it. Now that we know how to hold a disc, we know how to stand properly, we're going to move on to our next step, and our final step, the most important step that we're all wanting to hear today. Okay? It's going to know how to throw a disc and release. So, feet shoulder width apart. We're in a good stance here. Chest up, heads up, looking where we're going to throw. So, got a firm grip, finger gun, thumb down tight, hard, pushing down hard. It's going to help you keep your disc straight when you release. Mid-torso. The first step is going to be a step. Your back foot is going to step behind and make an X. Your next foot right here is going to step forwards. This is going to emphasize keeping your chest up. Helps me a lot when I'm throwing. Now, demonstrate it again. Behind and front. X step. Now, whenever we're going after our X step, boom, boom, you're going to bring your body force with your disc. You're not just going to throw with your arm. Not enough power is going to be there. Throw forwards, moving your body, all of it together, and release right in front of your face, okay? Now, do one solid fluid motion for you guys. X step, bring it forwards, release in front of the face, okay? And demonstrate this for you guys real quick. All right, guys, the purpose of it was to help you guys understand how to properly hold a disc and throw it. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the peer review. If you want to play sometime, let me know. Leave the contact information in the peer review for me. I will look over that. And thank you guys for listening and taking your time out today.